Agreement. You can write grammatically. Concord is the aspect of grammar. Grammatically, Concord is the aspect of grammar that deals with the agreement between the subject of a sentence and the verb. Grammatically, Concord is the aspect of grammar. Oh, we have done it before. I said that Concord is the aspect of grammar that deals with what? The agreement between the subject of a sentence and its verb. The agreement between the subject of a sentence and its verb. Are you not smart? If I don't say it the way I said it before, fill in the gap now. It didn't do any. Grammatically, Concord is the aspect of grammar that deals with the agreement between the subject of the sentence and the verb. That deals with the agreement between the subject of a sentence and the what? And the verb. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Do you get what I just said?
Yes, sir.
I said Concord is the aspect of grammar that deals with what? That deals with the agreement between the subject of the sentence and the what? And the verb. Do you get me? Now, subject of a sentence, you can write subject of a sentence can be a noun or pronoun. Subject of a sentence can be a noun or pronoun. Subject of a sentence can be a noun or pronoun. Subject of a sentence can be a noun or what? Or pronoun. Is that good? Do you know what a noun is? Do you know what a noun is?
A noun is a name. A noun is the name of a person.
What? So you don't know you are talking. I hope you know what a noun is. A noun is a naming word. It's a word class that has to do with name of persons, names of things, names of ideas. You understand me?
Yes.
Names of places, among others. And you know what a pronoun is? A pronoun is what? Is an action word.
Places a noun.
A pronoun is used in places of noun. I want to know whether you know it, because you can be funny sometimes. Student can embarrass you. Okay. Now, you can write the basic rule of Concord. The basic rules of Concord are two. The basic rules of Concord are two. Basic rules of Concord. Basic what? Rules of what? Of Concord. There are how many?
Two.
First one there is that singular subjects go with what? Singular what? Singular verb. The second one is plural subjects. Plural subjects goes with what? Plural verb. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
In other words, a singular subject must be followed by a singular verb. A plural subject must be followed by what? A plural verb. You get me?
Yes, sir.
That is everything we'll be discussing in Concord. Do you get me? That's everything we'll be discussing in what? In Concord. So everything you'll be learning here, we cover these aspects. Do you get me? Now, but before I proceed with the discussion of the different kinds of Concord, I need to do what as regards how subjects. I told you that the subject of a sentence could either be a what? A noun or what? Or pronoun. So I'm interested in whether you know how noun form their plural or not. Whether you know how verbs form their plural or not. You can write. All right. It is important. It is important. It is important to note. It is important to note that nouns form their plural by adding s. It is important to note that nouns form their plural by adding s, es or ies. It is important to note that nouns form their plural by adding what? Or ies. Understand me? To the singular form. To the singular form. It is important to note that nouns form their plural by adding what? By adding what? To their singular what? To their singular form. I hope you guys are with me. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And you can hear me clearly.
Yes, sir.
Now, let's look at this. In case of nouns, do you understand me? You have the singular form. You have the what? The plural form. For instance, baby, a baby is a noun in singular. If I'm to change a baby to plural, what am I going to change it to? Babies. I'm changing Y to what? Is that not? Now, when I write boy, a boy, which is singular, the plural is going to be what?
Boys.
Now, the question is, the first one shall end with letter Y. The second one also end with letter Y. But this one, I change it to IS. And this one, I only add S to it. What? Why did I do it like that? If you don't know, it keeps short. Huh? Who knows the reason? Esther, what's the reason? No idea. You must be joking.
There's a consonant that came before the Y and the other one came before the Y.
There's a what?
Consonant that came before the Y. That's why you added IES.
Okay.
So the other one is the vowel that came before the sound. And before the Y, that's why you added S.
Okay. So thank you. Now, singular noun, if you want to change it to plural, and it ends with what? Y. So that letter Y, the letter that comes before that letter Y will determine whether you're changing the Y to IES or not. If it is a vowel letter, so what are the vowels we have in English? A, E, I, O, U. Plural is what? Keys. You are not changing the Y. Do you get me? But we have lady. Letter D is what? Consonant. It's going to become what? Do you get that? Now, we also have, let me just put this, we have bush. What's going to be the plural? It's going to be what? Bushes. When singular noun end in CH, SH, you add ES. I hope you understand. These are basics. I don't want you to have problem with it. That is why I'm talking about it. Do you get that point? Nouns form their plural by adding what? S, ES, or IES to the singular form. I hope that is clear. And there are cases you turn the F and F to VES. As in what? As in thieves. Thieves. Do you get me? Now, right. The reverse is the case. The reverse is the case. The reverse is the case. The reverse is the case with verbs. The reverse is the case with verbs. The reverse is the case with verb. Full stop. When a verb, let's comma. When a verb, where are you going to? Go and meet them now. When a verb has S, ES, or IES, when a verb has S, ES, or IES in front of it, when a verb has S, ES, or IES in front of it, comma, that verb is singular. 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 Is that clear?
Yes.
I said that nouns form their plural by adding S, ES, or IES to their singular form. But the reverse is the case when it comes to what? When it comes to verb. In the case of verb, it is the singular form that has what? S, ES, or IES. Do you get me?
Yes, sir.
Do you get that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for responding. Let's look at this. Assuming we have verbs. We have verbs here. Singular and what? And plurals. Singular and what? And plurals. Can you see the board? Can you guys see the board?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in the case of verbs, now, cry is one of the action of a baby. Is that not? So if you want to write the singular form of cry as a verb, it's going to be what? Cries. While the plural is going to be cry. Do you get me? Do you get that? A boy can play. Is that not?
Yes.
If I want to write singular form of play, it's going to be what? Plays. And the plural is going to be what? Play. I hope that is clear. Now, in Concord, the basic rule of Concord states that a singular subject goes with a singular what? Verb. While a plural subject goes with a what? A plural verb. When we have a singular noun, which is a subject, a baby cries. That's Concord. Babies cry. That's Concord. The agreement is between this and this. Plural and what? Plural. Singular and singular. You understand? A boy plays Concord. Boys play Concord. Do you get that?
Yes, sir.
Do you get that?
Yes, sir.
I hope that is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
You get the point. Can I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
You can write this in your notes. The girl dashed faster than her mother. The girl dashed faster than her mother. The girl, the what? The girl dashed faster than her mother. And I also have the girls dash faster than their what? Their mother. And the option is between walk or walks. In the case of the first sentence, I hope you can see the board, those students online. Can you see
Yes,
the
sir.
board?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can you see the board? Can you see the whiteboard?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now, in the case of the first sentence, the girl, is it singular or plural? It's only one girl. Do you get me?
Yes, sir.
And it is meant to go with the singular words. Between walk and walks, which one is singular? Walks. Walks is what? Singular. We are going to have what? Walks faster than a mother. Do you understand me? The second one, the girls, is that singular or plural? So what's going to be the verb? Walk. I hope that is clear. So the agreement is between the subject and the what? And the verb. The basic rule of Concord states that a singular subject must be followed by a singular verb, and a plural subject must be followed by a plural verb. I hope that point is taken. Do you understand? Now let's go to the different kinds of Concord. Different kinds of Concord. Different kinds of Concord. Different kinds of Concord. Kinds of Concord. So, kinds of what? Concord. So the first kind of Concord we'll be discussing is proximity Concord. Proximity Concord. Proximity what? Concord. Do you get that? Proximity
Yes, sir.
Concord. Do you get that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Proximity simply means nearness. Proximity simply means nearness. Proximity simply means nearness. What did I say? Simply means what? Nearness. That's the meaning. Add it to your vocabulary. Do you get me? Proximity simply means what? Nearness. These Concord states that when two subjects are linked by correlative conjunction. This Concord states that when two subjects, this Concord states that when two subjects are linked, you understand? Are linked by correlative conjunction. By correlative conjunction. Correlative conjunction. Correlative conjunction. Open a bracket after that conjunction. In that bracket, put either slash or and neither slash what? No. So those are the examples of correlative conjunction. You understand me? When two subjects are linked by what? Correlative conjunction, open a bracket, either or, and what? Neither nor. Do you get me? Do you get that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Comma. The verb to be used will be determined. The verb to be used will be determined. The verb to be used will be determined. The verb to be used will be determined by the subjects nearest to the verb. The verb to be used will be determined by the subject nearest to the verb. The verb to be used will be determined by the subject nearest to the what?
Verb.
Nearest to the verb. Is that clear? So that is, what do you need? Hello? Yeah. About the lesson. What do you want to know about it? Morning class is 15, evening class is 13. 3,000 naira for registration as a new student. So you can copy, hello? You can copy my phone number outside. Do you get me? Now, as I was saying, okay, that is, those of you online, are you with us?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I hope you didn't write what I said the other time.
Yes, sir.
I was responding
Yes,
to
sir.
someone. Huh?
No, sir.
I said that is the subject that comes after. The subject that comes after no. That is the subject that comes after. That is the subject that comes after no. Or the subject that comes after all. That is the subject that comes after no. Or the subject that comes after what? After all. Do you get the concept? Can I rephrase it? Now listen to me.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
please come again.
Okay, I should come again.
Yes, sir.
I said that proximity concord is a type of concord when two subjects are linked by two words, by the correlative conjunction, either or and neither what? No.
Mm.
You understand me? The verb to be used will be determined by the subject that is nearest to the what? To the verb. That is the subject that comes after no, or the subject that comes after what? Or. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. As the name implies, proximity concord. Anytime you see that a subject of a sentence is linked by the correlative conjunction either or neither nor, the verb to be used will be determined by that subject that comes after or the subject that comes after what? No.
Mm.
Let me give you an instance. This is a JAMB pass question. We have either a kite or you dash to blame. Or you dash to what? To blame. Now, the option is between is/are. Now, where do we have the subject? In kite is subject of the sentence. you is also subject of the sentence. Both Ekaete and what? And you. Are you with me? Both Ekaete and what?
Yes.
You. Now, and Ekaete and you are linked together by the use of either and what? And or. In a case when the subjects of a sentence are linked by either or neither nor, to go by the proximity concord, the subject that will control the verb will be the one that is nearest to the verb. This is where the verb should be. Between Ekaete and you, which one is nearer to the verb? You is nearer to the verb. And if you don't know the one that is nearer to the verb, the one that comes after or the one that comes after what? No. When you look at this, which one comes after or? Do you get that? Now,
No,
which
no,
means
no.
Azal.
I don't understand what you are teaching. Same here, sir.
Picture now. Is he talking to you? What do you say?
Yes, sir. Yes, I don't understand from this subject nearest to verb.
Where did you get it to?
From the conjunction, by the correlative conjunction. From there, I did not understand everything.
Now, listen to me attentively. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, I told you that proximity concord states that the subject that is closest. Hey, Emmanuel, stand up. Proximity concord states that whenever we have two subjects of a sentence and the two subjects are connected by correlative conjunction, either of or neither nor.
No.
Can you hear that?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now, it is the subject that is nearer to the verb that will determine the verb to be used. In other words, it is the subject that is coming after or the subject that is coming after no that will determine the verb to be used. Do you understand it to that level?
Yes, sir.
Now, which means if the subject that comes after or the subject that comes after no is singular, the verb to be used will be singular. If the subject that comes after or the subject that comes after no is plural, the verb to be used will be what? Plural. Now, okay. I'm giving you a sentence. Taiwo, can you hear me? Do you get to this level?
Yes, sir.
You get to this level. Now,
yes, sir.
Can you read the sentence on the board?
Either Ekaete or you dash to blame.
Now, at the subject position, we have Ekaete and we also have you. Okay. Both of them are subjects. Okay. But they are joined together by the use of what? Either and what? Or. Oh. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
So if we are to go by the proximity concord, proximity means nearness. Okay. The subject that is nearest to the verb will be the one to determine the type of verb to use. Now, okay. Between Ekaete and you, which one is nearer to the verb space?
You.
You. Thank you. So the you will be the one to determine the verb to be used. So yes. Which means from this all to the beginning of the sentence will be irrelevant. Will be what? Irrelevant. It is the subject that comes after all or the subject that comes after no that will determine the verb to be used. Okay. I hope you understand it to this level.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Now, if the subject is you, in English, when I taught you pronoun, do we treat you as singular or plural? Do we treat you as singular or plural?
Both.
Plural.
It can be singular or plural. What kind of verb does it take? What
Plural
kind of
verb.
verb? Eh?
Singular.
Wàhálà dé báyìí.
Problem in. If you don't know at this stage that you in English is treated as plural. Have you ever heard you is before?
No.
Have you heard of you is before?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Even you is referring to a single person. You still treat it as what? As plural.
Plural. Yes, sir.
He and are, which one is plural? Eh?
Ah.
You is meant to be treated as plural. That means the verb
It will
to be
take
put here is what?
a plural.
Either Ikaite or you are to blame. So all you just need to do is to detach. Just leave it. You are to blame. Do you get me?
Yes, sir.
Let me give you another example. Right. Right. In my opinion, have you written this? Can I clean it? Huh?
Yes, sir.
In my opinion, comma, neither the players, nor neither the player nor the coach dash praise for the result of the match. Dash praise for the result of the match. The option is between the serve and the serves. Have you written the question? Have you written the question?
Yes, sir.
Have you written the question?
No, sir.
Why is wasting your time? I was also writing it on the board now. Do you want to sleep here?
So I can't see your handwriting.
In my opinion, neither the players nor the coach dash praise for the result of the match. And the option is between the serve and the serves. Now, based on my explanation, Ajishabe Taiwo,
Yes, sir.
what do you think is going to be the answer between the serve and the serves? And give me a reason.
Very good.
Based on my explanation of the first one.
Okay. The answer is deserved.
What is it?
The answer is deserved.
Is it without S or with S?
Without S.
Without S. Why do you choose it?
Because coach is a singular noun, and
Yes.
coach is nearer to the noun. So it will take a singular noun.
To the verb, nearer to the verb. So coach is singular. Now, between the serve and the serves, which one is singular?
Deserve is singular. Deserves is plural.
The serve is singular, the serves is plural. Is that not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You get it wrong. Your reason is right. but you don't know
Okay.
the difference between a singular noun, a singular verb, and a plural verb. And that was the
Okay.
first thing we discussed in this class.
That's
Because I know students usually make that mistake. Your explanation is right, but you don't know the difference between singular verb and plural verb. At the beginning
okay.
of this class, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
At the beginning of this class, I said that it is important to note that nouns form their plurals by adding what?
Yes.
S, ES, or IES.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Is that not? That is, if you want to form the
Yes,
plural
sir.
of noun, you add what? S, ES, or IES. But in
Okay.
the case of verb, it is reverse. In the case of verb, it is what? Reverse.
Okay.
Latifa, are you sleeping? This right. Now, in the case of verb, it is singular that is usually with S, ES, or IES, while the plural is without S. Between the self and the selves is singular, while the self is plural.
Okay.
You don't get me?
Okay. I
So,
understand now.
in my opinion, neither the players nor the coach. The coach is the nearest. Bala, what's the name of what's your name? Now, what are you looking there? You are pressing phone. What are you looking there? Now, in my opinion, neither the players nor the coach. So the coach is the nearest to the verb. The coach is singular. The verb to be used should be what? So what's the right answer?
Deserve.
Z.
Deserve, not deserve. That is plural. I hope you understand it.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Do
sir.
you get that?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Do
sir.
you get it? Can we proceed?
Yes, sir. Another example.
Now, you can write this in your notes. Neither Audu nor John. Neither Audu nor John dash mathematics. 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 You reading that?
Yes, sir.
Now, the option is between likes and like. Likes and like. So, what do you think is the answer? Ajisafe, are you there?
Yes, sir. Likes.
Is it with S or without S?
With S.
Why?
Because John is
Because
Why? Eh?
because likes is no. Because likes is
Because what?
singular. Likes is singular. The likes with
So
S
John
is
is
singular. Why
singular,
the
likes is what? Singular. You can also write this. Either you or I, that's going to do it. Either you or I, that's going to do it. Either you or I, that's going to do it. Either you or I, that's going to do it. The option is between is and am. Either am. Yes. Either you or I, that's going to do it. So, what is going to control the verb? Huh?
Is.
I. So what goes with I?
Is.
Huh? Somebody said is. Have you ever heard a statement like I is going to do it? Does it make sense to you?
Oh,
Have you ever heard a statement like I is going to do it?
by your heart is going
I am going to do it. Since I is the closest to the verb. I don't know whether you guys are following this class. So are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Zainab, are you in this class? Zainab, are you in this class?
Yes, sir.
Do you get it?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any question before I proceed? Do you have any question before I proceed?
No, sir.
We can go to the next one.
Yes, sir.
You should be able to explain what is proximity concord. Proximity concord has to do with nearness. The subject that is nearest to the what? To the verb. And how do we know that it is proximity concord? The subject must be linked with the by the correlative conjunction, either or neither nor.
No.
It is the subject that comes after or the subject that comes after no that will determine the verb to be used. If the subject is singular, the verb will be singular. If the subject is plural, the verb will be what?
Plural.
That is clear.
Yes,
You are
sir.
pressing your phone. Fatia. Put the phone on the table. It's immaturity that will make you to be pressing phone while you are in class. It means you can't control yourself. You are not mature enough to use phone. There is a place and time for everything. While you are pressing the phone, your attention is on the phone. To the extent that you miss out the point that I'm making. And you now go home and say that because in my head and go hear me. What does you hear? You are misplacing your what? Your priority. Am I stressing your column?
Sorry, sir.
Concord of percentage and fractions. Concord of percentage and fraction. Can I clean the board? Concord of percentage and fraction. Concord of percentages and fraction. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
When a percentage is used, when a percentage of fraction, when a percentage of fraction is used as the subject of a sentence, when a percentage of fraction is used as a subject of a sentence, have you written that? When a percentage of fraction is used as a subject of a sentence, and it is immediately followed by of. It is immediately followed by of. Put it in a quotation mark. It is immediately followed by what? Of. Are you guys with me? Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And it is immediately followed by what? By of. Do you get me? Comma. It is the noun or pronoun. It is the noun or pronoun. After the of, put in a quotation mark. It is the noun or pronoun after the of that will determine the verb to be used. it is the noun or pronoun after the of that will determine the verb to be used. It is the noun or pronoun after the of that will determine the verb to be what? To be used. Is that clear? I said when percentage or fraction is used as the subject of a sentence and it is immediately followed by what? Of. The verb to be used will be determined by the noun or pronoun that comes after that what? Of. Now, when I say percentage, example of percentage is 60%. Is that not written in word or in number? Example of fraction is 1/3, 1/3, or 1/4, or 3/4. So if I'm to convert this to fraction, that's going to be 3/4. This is going to be 1/3. That's fraction. So anytime expressions like this are used at the subject position of a sentence, and it is immediately followed by of, the noun coming after that of or the pronoun coming after that of will be the one to determine the verb to be used. If the noun is singular, the verb will be singular. If the noun is plural, the verb will be what? Plural. I hope the point is taken. Do you get that? I don't know yet. Let me give you an example. Let me give you an example. Right. 3/4. 3/4 of the church building. 3/4 of the church building. That's 20. 3/4 of the church building. Of the church building. That's what? Painted. Full stop. Now, the option is between is and what? Are. The option is between what? Is and what? Are. Or is a past question, but the closest to the answer is what and where. Do you get me? Now, 3/4, that is an expression of a fraction. Is that not? It is immediately followed by what? It is immediately followed by what? So after that of, what do we have? The church building. Is the church building singular or plural? Is it singular or plural? Since it is singular, the verb to be used should also be what?
Singular.
So between what and where, which one is singular?
Yeah.
Where, okay.
No,
Where,
is.
where was
Sorry, was.
is singular,
Sorry,
where
was.
is plural. Do you get me?
Yes.
Do you get me?
Why?
Juanita, do you get me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So 3/4 of the church building was what? Was painted. Why did you use what? Because the building is what? Singular. So let me see a smart student. Write this question down. Write this question down. 3/4 of the hostel. 3/4 of the hostel that's been painted. 3/4. 3/4 of the what? Of the hostel that it was painted. And 3/4 of the students has 3/4 of the students that moved in. Full stop. Now, we have the option between has and what? Are. Do you understand me? The option is between has and what? Are.
Have.
The fourth space, what are we putting there? Three, eh?
Has.
What are we putting there?
Has.
What are we using as?
Singular.
Eh? Is this still confusing? Three quarters of the hostel. The hostel is singular now. The verb to be used should be what? Has. Correct. And three quarters of the students. What are we going to put here?
Have.
Yes, correct. Etimoway. Am I at school? Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Is it hard?
No.
That is what we refer to as Concord of percentages and fraction. Anytime we have percentage or fraction as the subject of a sentence, and it is immediately followed by what? Of. The verb to be used to be determined by the noun or pronoun that comes after that what? Of. If the noun or pronoun is singular, the verb will be singular. If noun or pronoun is what? Is plural, the verb will be what? I hope that is taken.
Yes,
I should not waste much of my time on this. Concord of many A slash and. 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 And. Concord of many A slash and. This one is simple and straightforward. Just listen, understand, write well in your notes. So you can write. When many A or many and, when many A or many and is used in the subject of a sentence, when many A or many and is used in the subject of a sentence, when many A or many and, when many A or many and is used in the subject of a sentence, is used in the subject of a sentence, is used in the subject of a sentence. When many A or many an is used in the subject of a what? Of a sentence. It should be immediately followed by a singular noun. It should be immediately followed by a singular noun. It should be immediately followed by a singular noun and a singular verb. And a singular verb. It should be immediately followed by a singular noun and a singular verb. Okay. Thank you. Now, when many A or many an is used in the subject of a sentence, it should be immediately followed by what? A singular noun.
Now and a singular
A singular what?
Now.
Singular verb. That's straightforward. Don't be carried away by the many. Many can be deceptive. Do you understand me? For instance, right? Many a candidate. In your exam, they may write many a candidate. Choose between candidates or what? candidates. Fails or fail to realize the difference. Candidates with S fails or fail to realize the difference between the what? The difference between written and spoken English. Written and spoken English. Written and spoken. Written and spoken English. The difference between written and spoken. Written. WRITTEN. So what we are interested, I've given you the rule that whenever many in a subject position, it should be me. Hey, anyway, oh, you are sleeping. Whenever many A is used as the subject of a sentence, the noun to be used after it must be what? Must be what? If it must be singular, what should be the answer? Huh? Candidate or candidates?
Candidate.
So this is the answer. This is wrong. This is correct. Do you get me? And the verb to be used should be what?
Failed.
Failed.
Fails. Correct. This is wrong. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that? Okay.
Huh?
Now that is Concord of Many A/and. Is there anyone here who does not understand that? Anytime many A or many and is used as the subject of a sentence, it should be immediately followed by a singular noun and a singular word. I hope that is clear.
So I can't see
Yes.
what you wrote.
Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Students online, do you understand?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. So I can't see
Okay.
what you wrote.
What do you say?
I can't see what you wrote.
But I dictated it out now when I was writing it.
Yes.
Were you doing something else?
No, sir.
You were doing
Difference
something
between-
else and you are even telling me. I said it's several difference between written and spoken English.
Okay, sir.
Written
Sorry.
and spoken English. Written and spoken. Written
Yes.
and
Okay, I've
spoken
seen.
English. Now, the next Concord is Concord of Subordinated Subjects. Concord of Subordinated Subjects. After this, I'm not discussing anything again. Concord of Subordinated Subjects. We continue later. Concord
You can mute the mic here now.
Subordinated Subjects. Concord of Subordinated Subjects. Concord of Subordinated Subjects. Concord of Subordinated Subjects. Concord of Subordinated Subjects. Right. When the conjunction and, and, when the conjunction and, open a bracket, when the conjunction and, open a bracket, a coordinator and close the bracket. When the conjunction and in a quotation mark, open a bracket, a coordinator, close the bracket, is used to link two subjects, is used to link two subjects, is used to link two subjects. The subject before and after will be relevant in controlling the verb. The subject before and after it will be relevant in controlling the verb. The subject before and after it will be relevant in controlling the what? In controlling the verb. I hope you can hear me.
The network is large. Please come again. Please come again, sir.
When the conjunction and, and, the conjunction and, open a bracket, a coordinator. A what?
A coordinator.
Is used to link the subjects. 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 Comma. The subject before and after will be relevant in controlling the verb. The subjects before and after will be relevant in controlling the verb. The subject before and after will be relevant in controlling the what? The verb. You get me? That is, we have a case like Taiwo and Kunle or Wale. So Taiwo, Wale, 1 plus 1 will give you what? 2. So both of them will be relevant in controlling a verb. That means it's going to be a plural subject. Anytime we use and to join two subjects, are you getting me? Whatever comes before the and whatever comes after the and will be relevant in controlling the what? The verb. So we are going to use the plural subject. That's the point I've made, though. Do you get me? Do you get that? Students online, do you get that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now,
Please.
on the other hand, right, on the other hand,
Sir, wait.
on the other hand, comma, when subordinated conjunction, when subordinated conjunction is used to link, when subordinated conjunction is used to link the subjects, two subjects. When subordinated conjunction is used to link two subjects. When subordinated conjunction is used to link to what? Two subjects. Comma. It is the subject that comes before the subordinating conjunction. It is the subject that comes before the subordinating conjunction. It is the subject that comes before the subordinating conjunction. It is the subject that comes before the subordinating conjunction. It is the subject that comes before the subordinating conjunction that controls the verb. It is the subject that comes before the subordinating conjunction that controls the verb. Why the one that comes after the subordinating conjunction will be irrelevant? Why the one that comes after the subordinating conjunction will be irrelevant? Why the one that comes after the subordinating conjunction will be what? Irrelevant. Is that clear? I'm coming. Let me take the charge up and out. Complicated and saying to you, someday. Hello. Are you guys with me?
Yes, sir.
Something wrong with this. Now, the point I'm making is that whenever we use the coordinating conjunction and to join two subjects, the subject coming before and after will be relevant in controlling the verb. But when we use subordinating conjunction, on the other hand, when we use subordinating conjunction, it is the only subject coming before that we only control the verb. The one coming after the subordinating conjunction will be irrelevant. Example of subordinating conjunction, right? Example of subordinating conjunction, right? We have with, W-I-T-H, with, W-I-T-H, with, as well as, comma, as well as. We also have along with, comma, in collaboration with, in collaboration with, together with, besides, like, no less than, besides, like, no less than. All these are examples of coordinating conjunction. Abi, subordinating conjunction. All these are examples of what? Subordinating conjunction. Anytime you use them to join subjects of a sentence, the subject coming before it will be the only relevant one. The one coming after it will be subordinated, will be irrelevant. If the subject coming before the subordinating conjunction is singular, the verb will be singular. If it is plural, it's going to be what? Right. Fatima, as well as the maids, that's plantain chips. Fatima, as well as the maids, that's plantain chips. Fatima, as well as the maids, that's plantain chips. The option is between like and what? Likes. Now, where is the subordinating conjunction? As well as. What does the law say? Huh? What determines the verb?
The subject
What determines the verb?
before the subjective.
Speak up now.
The subject before the coordinated conjunction.
So the subject that comes before the subordinate conjunction will determine the verb. So which one comes before the subordinate conjunction? Is Fatima singular or plural?
Like
Fatima as well as the mate likes plantain chips. Over Lomu like Oti. Do you understand me? So what subordinating conjunction, what it does is that whatever comes after it is being subordinated. That's okay. As in why the most important is the one that come before. Fatima as well as the mates. You understand me? Likes plantain chips. So Fatima is the one controlling the what? The verb. I hope that is clear. Do you get that? Do
Yes,
you
ma'am.
get that? No. Right. Kindly note,
Sir?
when a coordinator and a subordinator when a coordinator and a sub, by now you should know, when I say a coordinator, I'm referring to and. When a coordinator and a subordinator, any of the subordinator that are given to subordinating conjunction and a subordinator are used in a sentence, when a coordinator and a so any ni ko ma ni nǹkan tó máa ní exam nìyẹn. And listen, nǹkan tó máa ṣe láǹfààní.
Sir, please come
Ààrẹ
again.
ni so stage of yours. Eh?
Come again, sir.
I said that when a coordinator and a subordinator are used in a sentence, when a coordinator and a subordinator are used in a sentence, it is the first conjunction that determines the verb that the sentence will take. It is the first conjunction that determines the verb that the sentence will take. It is the first conjunction that determines the verb that the sentence will take. Do you get me? Now, if and comes before a subordinator, comma, all the subjects will control the verb.
Conjunction that determines
If and comes before
the verb that
before a subordinator, are you with me? Did you get that? You are not right and you are saying no, sir. I have a problem. As you go to my machine, ti tó ààrẹ ò balẹ̀ mọ́. Màá tó end the class, ẹ má worry. This is the last one I'm discussing. Do you get me? You know what happened? Let me give an example to justify it. So that oníkálùkù màmá lọ dé wọn. I go online now, so you want to move bye.
Sorry for coming.
Mr. Okoro, write this example down. Mr. Okoro and his wife. Mr. Okoro and his wife with their children. That's traveled to Jos. That's traveled to what? To Jos.
Jos.
That's number one. Yes, Jos. Jos, Jos. Mr. Okoro with his wife and children. Dash traveled to what? To Jos. The answer is between has and are. Now, when you look at these sentences, you will see that I use and, which is a coordinator, and I also use with, which is a what? Subordinator.
Subordinator.
Here too, I use subordinator and I use what? Coordinator. Are you guys with me?
Yes, sir.
Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Are you guys with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Hello?
I.
Now,
Hi.
now, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Are you guys with me? Huh? Now, in the first sentence, coordinator comes before subordinator. And the law states that whatever comes before and after coordinator will control the verb to be used. Is that not? So, Mr. Okoro, his wife, are they singular or plural? Huh? So, since and comes before with, you get me? We are going to use are. Mr. Okoro and his wife, understand me, with their children have traveled to us. Do you get me? Do you get that? Are you guys with me?
Yes, sir.
Eh?
Where are you going with slippers? That was what I'm saying.
Hello, favor, mute yourself. Mr. Okoro with his wife and children. And you will see that with comes before and. And the rules basically state that whenever we use a subordinating conjunction, it is the subject that comes before it that will be relevant. Whatever comes after it, forget about the fact that we use and. From here to here, we become what? Irrelevant. The only thing that will be relevant is what comes before. And what's coming before it is what? Is it singular or plural? The answer is going to be. So, yeah, do you understand? Any question? No, sir. They're not serious. So, please, let's round up the class. In the absence of question, let's round up the what? The class. Huh? I'll be giving you a mini test next class based on this. Go and read it up. Is that clear? Okay. Help me with the windows. Those of you online, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Class will be starting. The next class will be starting by 8:30 because of those who are fasting. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
8:30. I'm going to drop a link on the group. Me, so why are you behaving like as if you are not educated? Now, I'm facing the laptop.